This is your fucking moment. You only get one moment in life.
My throat's sore, had a sore throat for a month and a half, and this is not an acoustic environment that's suitable to request this from me.
I don't give a fuck.
Your language is offensive. Fuck you. It's called mind fucking. You ever been mind fucked before?
Hiding your valuables in your anus.
Oh my God! Why does this keep happening to me?
Broadcasting live from the Cocaine Energy Supplement Studio in downtown Cleveland.
This is the funnest night ever!
And the nipples. I'll take 2.
On MorningshowCentral.com.
Don't interrupt me again.
Okay.
You think you got issues?
Please, enlighten me.
Wait till you get a load of these clowns.
Who the fuck are you?
Come here to get your weekly fix of Sick and Twisted.
Yeah, it's got its tongue up my ass.
No.
It's Uncensored Net Noise.
Come on in. Oh, and bring your whore. We'll all do some bluff.
What the fuck's going on? Leave it alone.
On MorningshowCentral.com.
Yeah, that was probably the first sign of the apocalypse.
Previously on Uncensored Net Noise.
You first met this chick by moving her whole entire house to another location in the city of Cleveland.
For no money.
For no money.
Nothing.
From Medina to Bedford.
Yeah, to Medina from Bedford.
No short drive.
Right. We lambasted you on that one. Then the past week when JR wasn't here, you took your PlayStation over there to have her play video games while you sat there and watched as you had a stiffy the whole entire time. You could have used extends.
Everything is closing in. All this emptiness, it surrounds me. With everything I feel, I just know, oh, it's changing. I just can't sleep without you here. I just wanna let you know that you make me weak, and now I fear.
Joe Dirt's not here today at all. He's still doing his theater stuff. I don't know what's up with Joe Dirt.
I'm surrounded.
He's doing Romeo and Juliet, I think. Act number 17 or something like that. I don't know.
All these memories, they surround me. Now only broken dreams are all that I found. Oh, it's killing me.
Something to be or not to be, that is the question.
Now I feel like you got the best of me.
Oh, yeah, this is for Dave in the green room. Here you go. Hold on, they're coming. Oh, God. Hold on. Oh, that was a wet one. Yep. One more. Oh, no more.
It doesn't matter where I go, 'cause I just can't sleep without you here. I just wanna let you know that you make me weak, and now I fear. I'm surrounded. I'm caught in my feelings again. They're ringing out inside my head. It's in.
I think I got another one. Here we go. Oh, that sucked.
Everything that exists, the walls are slowly closing in. And now I can't pretend.
Okay, here we go. I got it. Oh, yeah. There we go. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Hold on. Yep. It's about right. That's a wet one. I had air. That was disgusting. Yep. Still not going to beat Dave, so. One more. There it is.
It doesn't matter where I go, 'cause I just can't sleep without you here. I just wanna let you know that you make me weak, and now I fear.
All I know is I hope my interns are at the Foundry tonight passing out flyers for the Uncensored Net Noise birthday bash on September 7th at the Foundry. And the band that's in the green room right now, Kriadiaz, is playing.
It doesn't matter where I go, 'cause I just can't.
Can never rely on interns, man. You ask them to go do something for you, and then they, oh yeah, we'll be there, and no, they're not. I guess that's what you get for free help. I guess. I think.
I just wanna let you know that you make me weak, and now I fear I'm surrounded.
All right, you want to call the show? The number's 888-668-0742, or get to the website, morningshowcentral.com. Jump in the chat. I'm in there. Ron's not in there yet, but he will be soon. We'll get him during the break or whatever. And Joe Dirt is out this weekend. Like I said, he's at his theater gig right now. He's doing some play or something, and he's not going to be here for next week either. So
I will be here both days.
Yes, you will be here next week,
and for the birthday bash,
exactly. So
3 weeks in a row.
So we might just fire Joe Dirt again.
Again?
Yeah, again. Well, we fired him once.
Yeah,
and we brought him back. So
stuck with my dumb ass for 3 weeks.
Yeah. September 7th over at the Foundry is the Uncensored Net Noise birthday bash. Tickets are $5 at the door. Doors open up at 8 o'clock. Show starts at 9. Bands on the bill this time around is Kriadiaz, Morality Check, and Demons Within. They're also going to be playing as well. Comedian Josh Walmack will MC the show that night, so while the bands are breaking down, Josh is going to be up there making fun of the bands. Maybe fart jokes included, too. Who knows?
You see, Demons Within has a brand new lead guitarist.
Yes, they do. They have a brand new guy, and I met him last night because he came into the studio. They did, and we did their photos for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I met him for the first time on last week's show when they were here, and then they finally initiated him as part of the Demons Within family, I guess.
Yeah, I was down at the jam room.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I guess they anointed him last night or something, and the next day, no, the day before, and then the next day he's calling me, Chris, I need pictures for the band or whatever. And I'm like, come on down. And that's when I did pictures last night for him. He thought he was going to get him next week or something. I had him like next day. 24 hours later, I had him for him.
That's how you roll.
That's right. I don't play around with this crap. I'm not going to sit there and, yeah, I'll get him to you in a week, get him to you in, because,
like most photographers, right?
Right. Because, listen, I mean, how hard is it to edit a picture? It's not that hard, man. It's really, really simple. The program does all the work for you. It's not like you're airbrushing some fat off somebody or something, or you're adding highlights to someone's hair or something. I mean, look, we're talking about metal bands. They don't give a fuck what they look like.
Oh, by the way, their drummer poops naked.
Yeah, you can go to I like to poop naked.com.
Yeah.
I created a website for him.
Yeah.
And he was sitting in the restroom here at the studio, butt ass naked, and I took a picture of him and I threw it up on the website.
Mm-hmm.
So it's I like to poop naked.com. Go there. He's already got 80 views.
His girlfriend was there at the jam room the other night.
Really?
Yeah, she was talking about it.
She's making fun of him?
No, she said he poops everywhere naked.
Oh, my God.
Everywhere.
I can't figure that out, though. He gets completely butt-ass naked, and then he starts pooping. Why? I don't get that, man. I mean, he's not a normal person. When I use the restroom, yeah, shorts go around the ankles, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, him, it's like he's got to get down to, nothing. No shirt, no socks, no underwear, no pants, no underwear, and nothing. He's just not even a hat. He doesn't even wear a hat.
See, when I saw that, it reminded me of when I would say I was in like 4th grade.
Right.
And they give you, who needs to go to the bathroom? And you get to go down to the restroom. And then there's like, 6 urinals against the wall, I guess, in the guy's bathroom.
Right.
This one kid would pull his pants all the way down to his ankles to piss.
That sucks.
At the urinal. And that's when I saw that I poop naked, I totally thought of that. And I was like,
right.
I wonder if that guy still does that today.
It's probably that kid.
No.
You never know,
His
man.
name was Tim.
Oh, was it? Okay.
I remember.
All right. The thing is that there's probably a lot of people out there like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of people. I mean, normal people just pull it around their ankles and be done with it. I mean, not him, man. Completely butt-ass naked, man.
Generally, I just do the booking for the show, and I try to catch the podcast the next day if I don't actually catch it live. I'm not sure if I missed it. I don't know if you guys talked, but a few weeks ago there was an accident here over in Lakewood.
Oh, yeah, about the dancing in the street thing?
Yes.
Yeah. And
I actually know the driver.
You know
personally.
Really?
I knew him. He was a manager of mine when I worked at Captain Tony's Pizza.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. Well, he went through the barrier and crashed through it and killed two people and injured one other person.
There was 4 people involved. 2 died.
2 died and 2 were injured. Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, there is a memorial fund going on right now. The guys over at Joust It Out on our Wednesday show. I don't want to wring his neck, but anyways, there's a fund going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
You can donate to those people that got injured and killed and everything. And if you go to joustitout.com, click on the round table links, and you'll be able to find the links for all that donation stuff if you want to, and help out the family and everything too. They were just minding their own business, having fun at the festival, and this guy just blasted through the barriers and killed 2 and injured the other 2.
Yeah, well, he was pretty wasted.
Yeah, he was beyond
the
wasted.
Limit.
Yeah, he was
limit,
beyond wasted.
And unfortunately, he had 2 or 3 other DUIs prior to that.
Right.
But for some reason, I don't know why he didn't have the yellow plates, honestly.
Yeah, well, I think what is it, after 2 DUIs you get the yello plates?
I think sometimes it's after 1.
Maybe
it
1.
Depends on the judge. Depends on the county, I guess.
Yeah, if the judge is really lenient, he'll just say, you know what, this is your warning. This is it. This is all you're going to do. Pay your fines and get out. But the second time you do it, you're going to throw party plates on there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the situation is and whatever. Yeah. But now he's going to jail for murder.
Yeah.
So
no, twice for manslaughter.
Well, yeah.
It's basically.
Yeah.
But they always say that most accidents happen within a mile of your house.
Yeah.
And he lives in those 110 apartments.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
See how close that was?
Yeah, it is. It's kind of crazy, though, that he's that close to home and killed those people, though. I bet you the next time you do that dancing in the street thing, I bet you're going to put concrete barriers up next time. I don't know. These things are just because they take up the whole Clifton Boulevard area. The whole entire Clifton Boulevard, where...
Between 117th and 112th, right?
Right, yeah. It's Papa Nick's Pizza, where the Papa Nick's joint is, from the beginning of from where that Shell gas station is, all the way down to Papa Nick's, man, is nothing but that dancing in the street thing. And all they have up there is a bunch of, just a couple cones blocking off the street. That's it. So I bet you next time when they do some sort of event down there, because this is not the first time somebody got killed over there. This is like the second time somebody got killed over, not from the dancing with the street thing, but there was a second one where the guy was drunk as well. The guy was crossing the street, and the guy just came out of nowhere and just bashed this guy's car. Bashed this guy's walking across the street, because I guess he hit the guy crossing the street, and then he hit another car. So 2 people were injured there. They didn't die. The one guy in the car didn't die, but the guy walking across the street did. He didn't make it.
I almost hit somebody today.
Did you?
I was coming down.
Were you texting and driving?
No, I was coming down Madison.
Were you?
And I was heading west on Madison just before Bunce.
Right.
there's a school there, I guess, or a pool somewhere right around there.
Yeah.
Well, I was in the right-hand lane. There's 2 lanes.
Yeah.
On the left-hand lane in the center, they have like a cone that has like a little stop sign on it.
Yeah.
But there was 2 cars stopped there, and I thought, well, they're just waiting to turn. So I went to go around, and there was 2 children walking across the street.
Yeah.
But they should have like big flashing
something, yeah.
Not just a stupid cone in the middle of the road.
Again, school time's coming up, man. In the next couple of weeks, 2 weeks from now, Cleveland Public Schools start.
Yep, people are gonna get fucked with tickets.
Yeah, exactly. So just be careful, man, out there. There's kids are going to start going back to school, walking and everything else, and they're not going to be watching what they're doing because they're still in the summertime mode.
Right.
They're not going to care or anything. They're just going to walk across the street like, you know, there's not a care in the world. And just be careful out there. I mean, you know, a lot of kids out there that's going to be going back to school in probably in the next 2 weeks here. I know Brooklyn schools went back. They're already back. Yeah, they're already back in school already. So they go back like a week early or something. But also the Cleveland Public Schools, they shorten their day, their school day. Instead of my kid used to get off at 4, and now she gets off at 3. So they killed it by an hour. So they're cutting class time now down an hour. So
my daughter's 7:30 till 2:45.
Yeah. So, well, my daughter's still in elementary school too, and so is yours, right? Or no, she's out.
She's in junior high now.
Junior high now.
She's in
Right.
7th.
7th grade. Yeah. God, she's growing up so big, man.
She's 13 in November.
Wow. I remember when she was like
5.
5. Yeah, I'm still
In your
thinking that
kitchen?
mode. Yeah, exactly. That's crazy. But yeah, my daughter.
That was back at the old school show.
Oh yeah, it was.
What was that dude that used to get wasted and read Dr. Seuss books?
Frodo.
Yeah.
Frodo. Yeah, we used
You
to
need
give
get him on as a guest and just have him.
He's probably dead from like being a drunk or something. I don't know, dude.
And
We
then
bring him in, and he just, he would just sit there in the chair the whole entire time reading Dr. Seuss books.
I'm trying to think. It was him and then Brandy.
Right.
And then Dom and you.
Right.
And A-Cup randomly.
Randomly.
And then MJ.
MJ every now and again.
That was the original.
That was the
crew.
original lineup.
Yeah.
None of them I can get a hold of any of them.
Well,
even Joey B, I couldn't even get a hold of him neither.
Really?
Yeah, the guy that originally started with me.
Oh.
Yeah,
So that was before my time.
That was
though.
before your time. Yeah,
I came in about halfway through.
I think they all moved out of state.
Mm-hmm.
They're not even around anymore. I know Blood Doll's still around, and
she's super busy.
Right, and who else? There's the other one. I forgot.
She doesn't even have time to do photos anymore.
Right. There's another one too. I can't remember who it is though. That's still around. MJ, she moved out. Joey B, I think he moved. Dom's still here, but he's got a new kid and he's constantly busy.
Wasn't there a tattoo guy too?
Tattoo guy.
Somebody that was doing. He's like, oh, I'll do tattoos for you.
Oh, that was Frodo.
That's who it was?
That was the drunk dude. That was doing Dr. Seuss.
Okay.
You know,
that was funny shit though.
It was funny shit though. I got to pull those clips. I still have them too.
Mm-hmm.
Him trying to read Dr. Seuss, green
Fucking
eggs and ham.
wasted.
He was wasted off his ass.
That's when we were at your kitchen table and it was just full of beer cans.
Oh yeah, the whole entire. Well, it was actually the living room, their dining room. I mean, the whole entire dining room table was full of nothing but Busch beer cans. And then it was funny. We left his mic on the entire time, and you can hear him snoring in the background while we were doing news. Mm-hmm. We just left it going because it was funny as hell though. So and then we got professional.
Well, you got to figure it out, you know. After 6 years now,
I want to go back to the craziness. Back to the old days when I had crazy ass people in studio that I can do fart jokes with and stuff like that.
I had fun when Blue and fucking what's his name?
JD
were doing that Barbie song, whatever.
That Barbie song?
Yeah.
I don't even know if I still have that anymore. Do I have that anymore?
I hope so. That was cool.
I don't know if I got rid of it or did I. Hold on.
You should have Weasel come on and sing Bondage Barbie.
Bondage Barbie. Let me see if I have it. I'm looking right now. So it's doing a search right now to see if I have it. So far, it's not showing anything right now. I bet you it's in my other drive. It's in my other. Oh wait, hold on. No, that's Barbie Joe.
In the meantime,
Barbie.
I'm doing a. I don't know if I'm supposed to announce this yet, but we're doing a video shoot with Demons Within.
Are you?
On the 9th.
Okay.
The Sunday after the birthday bash.
Really? Oh wow.
We're gonna film that at the Hi-Fi. We're waiting.
The Foundry.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, whatever.
We're shooting for 6 to 10, but we want people to come to be in the crowd, but bring zombie attire.
Okay.
Because halfway through the show, the crowd is gonna conform into the zombies.
Oh, that's cool. So you're gonna be able to do your zombie makeup stuff there too, right?
I will be filming most of it, so I won't really have time. We're gonna have Bloodview come down and help.
Oh, are you?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Yeah, I think I got it right here. Hold on. Let's see.
This is the original.
Yeah,
not the remix.
Oh wait, where's the original? That is
the original.
Where's the other one? That
we did it like a week later.
Oh, wait, hold on. Is this
Tom
it?
came and I came.
Talk about a good friend of mine.
That's good enough though. That was funny.
He's gone down a wrong path. Shameful path, some would say. Only thing I can do is sing the song and hope he sees the error of his ways.
I can't believe he recorded this in the studio.
Those old school cheap mics. Oh, this is the remix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's you on keyboard.
We just kind of spontaneously made this up like an hour before the show.
This was done in my living room.
Yeah.
With no vocal booth,
just live.
Just live right there. And it came out really good,
like
too.
A 4-track recorder.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we had Fisher Price recorder, and we just went crazy. And Radio Shack microphones at the time, which was pretty awesome, though. All right, we got a bunch of news that we want to get over there. So you got a bunch of stuff that you got going on over there, Ron?
We're getting into the news now?
Yeah, let's do a couple of them before we go to break here. I got one story.
Alrighty.
I got one story that I want to do here. That's the top one.
I mixed them all up because I was.
Did
just
you?
looking
Let me see. Give them here. Christ, you
I
mixed
started
them
going
up.
through so I could highlight the important parts of each stuff, so I don't have to read the whole thing, just to pinpoint it out.
Oh, here it is. I want to do this one here.
All right. Well, let me do. Oh, you okay?
Yeah, I want to do the one about the plane.
Right,
You want me to do it?
I didn't even read that one.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
Here, let me get it. There was a flight in Paris, okay? And it was on, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was going to Paris and then to Beirut and then back into Syria, okay? So it was, doing a loop or whatever.
Foreign airline?
It was a foreign airline. It doesn't even really say the airline or whatever the case may be. But here's the kicker. It landed in Syria. Okay, the plane landed in Syria. No problems, no terrorists or no nothing like that. But the captain called the tower and said, "Hey, are you going to refuel us and, whatever?" And I guess the people in Syria, the airport there said, "Well, you need to call your company and tell them to send over the money for it because we no longer are doing billing anymore with you guys." So what they had to do is they went to every last one of the customers in the plane and asked each one of them to pony up some money to get fuel on the plane to fly them back home. So they went to London. They probably paid a round trip they paid for this flight.
$1,100 probably.
Probably $1,100, $1,200, $1,300 for the flight. Now they got to pony up thousands of dollars just to get some Jet A on the aircraft and fly them back home to the United States. That's a lot of money, man. So evidently, it's even harder for the airlines to get fuel on their planes when they fly overseas now because they're saying that the dollar here in the United States is not really, worth as much anymore, and that's one of the issues. They don't want to take American currency anymore. So most of the people that were on that flight already turned their American currency over to British or whatever it is, or London or Beirut or wherever the hell they're at, that currency, and they were able to get the fuel, fly off, and then land back in London.
They get reimbursed?
Yeah, they got reimbursed by the company, but it's going to take them up to 5 weeks to get their money back. So,
they have Excel spreadsheet with everybody's name on it?
I guess, or something, probably a napkin, dude, just writing down. Yeah, I gave $50, I gave $20, or whatever the case may be. So, could you imagine flying overseas and then all of a sudden, the captain comes over to the loudspeaker and says, "Hey, we need some money for gas." How crazy would that be, man? I mean, $1,300 or $1,400 that you paid for the flight to go there, and all of a sudden you got to pony up gas money to go home. That's some shitty flying right there. You ask me. I'd be pissed off. I'd be wanting reimbursed, and I would want a year's worth of free flights anywhere I wanted to go in the entire world.
I don't know if they would do that.
Well, hey, if I got to pony up gas for that aircraft, of course they better. I mean, either blackout dates or something like that. You know, when there's like holidays or something like that, you can't fly or whatever. But like in the middle of like, let's say let's say October when there's nothing going on, I can fly wherever I want it to go.
Right.
You know, and not have to worry about it though. All right, what else we got over there?
Well, a teen falls out of a party bus on the highway, and nobody calls 911.
Well, I know that I read the story. The reason behind that whole thing is because they were all underage. They were all underage on that bus, and they were drinking.
Mm-hmm.
So the cops, they didn't want to call the cops when the chick fell off the bus because they didn't want to get hauled off to jail for underage drinking.
Right.
So,
but wouldn't the company be liable too for letting them?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I would think so. You would think. I mean, if it's on a party bus, yeah.
Usually those party buses or those, if you rent a room of some sort, they have some sort of clause that you have to sign that you're not going to do. If you're minors, you're not going to do this or not going to do that. Usually you have to sign a waiver.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. They probably got on the party bus drunk already, and they probably weren't drinking on the party bus. They were probably already lit and are just having a good time on the party bus or whatever. And that's when the chick fell out the bus, and she was left on the side of the road.
It was her fault, though.
Yeah, it was.
The bus was called the Flirting Flamingo.
I didn't read that part.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It says nearly 36 recent high school graduates, they're high school graduates, rented the Flirting Flamingo party bus, but 19-year-old Katie Brown flirted with danger when she opened the emergency exit window and fell out. See, she opened the exit.
Right, she shouldn't have been playing around with it.
Exactly.
Right. So when she fell out the bus, she landed on her head, and then she's off the side of the road. She didn't get killed, or she was injured a little bit, but she wasn't like really hurt bad. And then when her friends seen her laying on the side of the road in a ditch somewhere, they kept the bus going because they knew if they said, "Hey, driver, stop the car or stop the bus or whatever," our friend just fell out the window.
Well, it kind of did. It says stunned drivers immediately called 911, but not a single call came from the bus.
Right.
It's shocking that nobody was seriously hurt. It's great news that nobody was killed, said a witness.
Could you imagine
that some kids did run back to help her when they did tell the party bus to pull over.
Right.
Some did come back to help her, but nobody ever called.
After 2 miles later, 2 or 3 miles later, hey, our buddy's back here laying in a ditch. Can we go back and get her now?
There was 19 of them total, but only 11 of them were left when the police were there.
Wow.
And probably the drunkest ones took off.
Yeah, they scattered, dude. They didn't want to get in trouble.
That's what it said, yeah.
Because you figure they would get in trouble not only by the cops, they'd also get cited by the police and everything, and probably hauled off to detention or something, or jail or something like that. And then they have to suffer the consequences from their parents when their parents found out.
Sometimes you got cool parents.
Sometimes you do. Sometimes you don't. But they're on a party bus, and it's going to happen on a party bus. When you say limo ride, when young kids say, we're going on a limo ride or we're going on a party bus for our graduation, some crazy shit's going to happen prior to getting in that limo or that party bus.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Well, no, probably all the time. I mean, it's not going to be like, okay, we're going to.
Depends on the age.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but we're talking teens here, man, that want to experiment with, all kinds of stuff.
Like our limo guy here, Carl.
Yeah, Carl.
Yeah, I rented his limo for my daughter's birthday party.
He can tell you some stories, some crazy stories that happen, and some stories that probably make you blush too. Stuff that happens in the back of a limo, man, it's insane. I mean, he said there was. I could tell you this story. I'm not going to give the names though, but there was 2 old cougars in the back of the limo, and there was this one young dude. He's probably about 19 years old. And Carl's just driving along, and he sort of pulled the partition down in the back, and he was getting fellatio, and the other girl was, she was getting railed from behind. So, I mean, some crazy stuff happened on that limo. And I could imagine the crazy debauchery that happens on a party bus with a bunch of young kids, because you know for a fact that the party bus is going to say, "Hey, no, you can't drink or whatever." They're going to enforce that though, but you know that they're going to be at little Susie's house or Danny's house or whoever's house partying it up prior to the party bus arriving, and they're going to get all liquored up, get all hammered, and they're going to get on the bus, and they're going to, this is what's going to happen. Someone's going to fall out a window. So, which is insane.
Right.
Yeah. All right, real quick, guys. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to get Kriadiaz in studio and find out what's going on with them. I got their CD, and I'm going to play one of their songs during the break, too. Also, they're going to be playing the Uncensored Net Noise birthday bash September 7th at the Foundry. Tickets are $5. Doors open up at 8. Show starts at 9. Along with that, Morality Check's going to be on the bill, and Demons Within, and comedian Josh Walmack's going to be emceeing the whole entire night. The whole thing is sponsored by Cocaine Energy Drink. Go to their website, drinkcocaine.com, and I just got confirmation today from Redux Beverage Cocaine Energy Drink that the drink is on its way. It should be here by Wednesday.
Okay.
So we have a ton of the energy drink on its way. It's going to be at the Foundry, and we're going to be passing it out to everybody there that shows up. So all you got to do is just come up to the booth, and we'll give you some. So
now, will you have all 3 flavors? Do they have the cola one yet?
No, not yet. That won't be until the fall.
Okay.
The fall is when it's going to be released. But
get any samples of that?
Not yet.
Okay.
It probably in the next few weeks, but that too. I also have some shots that I'll be giving away at the birthday bash too, the cocaine shots.
I did try one of those last 6 or 7 months ago when you gave me one.
So I got some of those coming as well. We got T-shirts and posters and all kinds of stuff, and we're going to try to pass it all out there at the bash as well,
Speaking of T-shirts, the Kriadiaz has a lot of cool T-shirts.
You know what? Believe it or not, Joe Dirt's last show before he went on his theater thing or whatever he was doing, he wore his Kriadiaz T-shirt in here.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't even realize he had it on. He's like, I must have just pulled this shirt out of my drawer.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, dude, you got the Kriadiaz T-shirt on. I said, that's cool. And he goes, I didn't even know I pulled it out of my drawer. So he's stunting it around the city.
Mm-hmm.
When he was at work at Walmart and everything too. So
I wore it to Cedar Point.
Did you?
Yeah.
I got mine at home.
I have 2 of them.
I got mine at home right now, and I wore it I think it was 2 weeks ago or something like that. I believe it was 2 weeks ago.
Which one do you have?
I got the red one.
Yeah, I have that one and the one that says Kriadiaz.
Dave is supposed to give me the newer ones when they come in, so I want to get one of the newer ones too. I'll have that one too. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to get those guys in the studio, and we're going to talk to them for a little while and find out what's going on. You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com.
Uncensored Net Noise.
It's electronic. Yeah, so's my vibrator, but I don't have to sit in the chair and listen to it for an hour and a half.
You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise right here on MorningShowCentral.com.
Hey, this is Joe Dirt, and you're listening to Uncensored Net Noise.
MSC Radio Network has just tweeted the following.
This bowel movement won't come out.
Check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/MSC Radio Network. Having problems with your home computer or business PC? Looking to have some upgrade work completed on your computer? Have a special project in mind that may be too much for you to undertake alone? Time to call
Joe the Printer Guy!
Joe the Printer Guy offers a full-service hardware and software repair center at his facility to handle your PC, server, and networking needs. Let their professional service staff handle your computer needs. They offer expert service at an affordable price. Visit Joe the Printer Guy at 14035 Madison Avenue, Lakewood, Ohio. Online, joetheprinterguy.com, or give him a call at 216-651-3880. Joe the Printer Guy. Cocaine Energy Supplement. Due to great consumer demand, Redux Beverages has officially announced the return of its world-famous Cocaine Energy Supplement. It's now available at retail locations across the country, as well as online at ReduxDirect.com. That's ReduxDirect.com. Don't forget to be part of the all-new Cocaine Energy Supplement social network, where you can meet other Cocaine Energy Supplement fans from around the world. Cocaine Energy Supplement. You can become a member. You can become a member by logging on to lovecocaine.com.
Rise above the clutter, brand your identity, and make a statement. Broken Fan Media. Expert video production, television and web commercials, music video, real estate tours, live concerts and events, state-of-the-art post-production, video and audio editing. Check us out on the web at brokenfanmedia.com. 434-944-0472. Broken Fan Media. The next generation of sight and sound.
Hey, Unsigned Fans.
You are jam-packed.
Hey, Unsigned Fans. Want your music heard?
Yeah!
Shoot us an email with the name of the band and the MP3 of the song. Send it to show@morningshowcentral.com. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on morningshowcentral.com. If you live the lifestyle, then you should arrive in style. Lifestyle Limousine Service. Whether it's dinner for two, an evening at the winery, or a night out on the town, Lifestyle Limousine provides extraordinary service. Check them out on the web, lifestylelimousine.service.com. Reserve your ride now. 330-903-0508. 330-903-0508. Lifestyle Limousine Service. And make sure you tell them Morning Show Central Radio Network sent you. Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits. A 99.5% uptime guarantee and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now. Coming at you from the rock and roll capital, it's an exciting and fast-paced global forum with the man who knows how to help get your band even better. Yeah! Doc Rock tackles industry issues with informed guests and invites your questions, concerns, and tales of band life. There's never a dull moment in Doc's world of showbiz. He cares about artist issues and escalating your talents. So make an appointment with Doc Rock on Band-Aid.
Thank you!
Tuesday night, starting at 9:05, only on morningshowcentral.com. Join host Brian for Dominion Live Chicago every Friday night, 11 p.m. Central till 1 a.m. Right here on morningshowcentral.com. Got time on your hands?
Oh, fuck! Ow! Ow! Oh, ow!
What?
Oh, ow!
Send us an email.
Hit the Contact Us page on morningshowcentral.com.
You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise. Uncensored Net Noise. Every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern on Morning Show Central Radio Network.
morningshowcentral.com.
Don't touch that mouse.
Besides, you don't run the same gag twice. You do the next gag.
morningshowcentral.com. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on morningshowcentral.com. What do you need to know about the Sunday Hangover Show? The name says it all.
Leave it alone, man.
The Sunday Hangover Show. Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. on morningshowcentral.com.
Prepare to get your cock rocked to kingdom come.
Welcome back to the show that doesn't discriminate. We'll bang everyone equally.
You can handle that? You got a job.
It's Uncensored Net Noise.
From the Cocaine Energy Supplement Studio, you're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. It's Uncensored Net Noise. Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise. Live on morningshowcentral.com. If you'd like to call the show, 1-888-668-0742. Previously on Uncensored Net Noise.
All right, listen. I want an honest answer out of both you. All right. Well, especially you. I want to get an honest answer. Have you ever seen this commercial before?
Yes, yeah. I've seen the commercials.
Have you ever sat there and go, you know what? Maybe I should try that and order those.
No.
Seriously, you never did that?
Never did.
How about
that.
you, Jared?
No.
Never. Alan, have you ever tried that? Come on in here, dude. I want to find out though, because the reason why I'm asking, have you tried it before?
You rang.
Have you ever tried? Like in the middle of the night, you see those pills extends for the male enhancement things. Did you ever think in the back of your mind that maybe I should get those? Maybe my wife would like that.
My wife likes me just the way that I am.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
Good answer.
All right.
I agree with that.
All right.
It's the best thing to come out of a box. Since Jessica Alba was born.
Oh, it's so delicious I can almost taste it. Taste.
Uncensored Net Noise.
You got a fan in the chat room.
Yes.
Yeah, you have a fan in the chat room right now. They want to see you jam out on your bass. Okay, well there you go. He jammed out, I guess.
Who is it?
Jamie
Thomas. What's happening, man?
So I got the band Kriadiaz in studio. Last time we spoke, it was with Dave, and we talked about all the other crap that happened with the other band. I'm not going to get into detail with that anymore. If you want to check that out, just go to the website, uncensorednetnoise.com, and you'll be able to view all that stuff. We're talking about Kriadiaz this week. They're going to be playing the Uncensored Net Noise birthday bash here at the Foundry, September 7th. Doors open up at 8. Show starts at 9. Tickets are $5 at the door. And we're going to be broadcasting this thing. Now listen, when I say broadcasting this, we're going to be broadcasting this. Yes, you can see it from your house, but that does not mean stay at home and watch the show from home. That means get off your lazy asses, get in your car, drive to the Foundry, come support these local bands, buy some merch, get their CD, and have a good time.
Hell yeah.
Right. So
that's what it's all about.
It's not like it's $20 to get in, like
Right.
all the shows this weekend.
Right. Every show, like they get Unite CLE, which is like $20 or something like that per ticket, and whatever. And there's a band that's playing on it that I don't want to mention. And yeah, so yeah, don't go see them. Go see our show. Seriously, don't go see those guys. They don't need to be seen. They've been seen enough here in Cleveland. I'm sorry.
James calling my phone right now.
Guys,
can't answer the phone. I'm in here.
Put on speakerphone.
Hey, man.
She can call the line.
Hey, man, it's you calling me.
Call the line and she can talk to you live.
Yeah.
That's fun. Jamie, what are you doing?
What's the number?
Here.
You want to call the show? The number is 888-668-0742. All right, just call the show. It's right there in the bottom of the chat room. You can't miss it.
You see that, Jamie? Calling here.
Yeah, call the show, 888-668-0742, and you'll be able to talk to everybody that's in the room right now. She's like, yeah, I was watching the show. It was some two dudes in an office, and I'm like, no, it's in an office. We're at the studio right now, and yeah, Kriadiaz will be here in a few minutes, and I'm like, just give it, oh, okay, I didn't know, so just, no, I guess they found out, so we're good. All right, so what's going on with the band?
Making shit happen.
Making shit happen?
CD's out.
Yeah.
Videos out.
I got the CD. I listened to a track before the break.
Right on.
Yeah.
So far, so good. I mean, I don't have a label deal or a ton of push or anything like that, but like the word of mouth is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
The shows are cool. Moving a lot of merch. The CD's selling. Everybody's digging it.
Merch is cool.
It's, I mean, it's the CD's just like powerful as all hell, man. If you want a groove, you want a little bit of soul, you want it metal as fuck, that's where it's at. You know, you can't miss out with that. And then the video is, I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's as pro as it gets.
I seen the video, and I have to say you did a good job. You did a really good job. That was a really good video, and I thought a lot of production went behind that. I bet many man hours, probably late nights putting that thing together, huh?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Video Vince on the microphone, everybody.
Yes. Hello.
He made
everyone.
the video happen.
Yeah, it was a hoot. Yeah, and it was a long fucking day. I mean, the crew and myself were there for 14 hours.
Yeah.
15 hours, something like that. And the band was probably there for 10, 11 hours.
I'm going to get nerdy. What, and probably all you guys at home are like, I don't talk about it. What software did you use to put that thing together?
Premiere.
Really? Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, that's good. I like that.
Yeah, and I got a good buddy of mine, Jacob Ruby, was one of the guys on the video crew the day we shot it, and he edited that video and put a lot of work into it.
Nice.
And he nailed it. I mean, we only did like 2 recuts on it. I mean, he was real close to getting what we were going for on the first cut, and that was not having a shit ton of money and a huge production behind it.
Right.
You know, you're forced to nickel and dime stuff, but
how many scenes was it total? Do you remember? How many venues? How many places you had to go?
Just one.
Just
place.
one?
That was all shot in the same room at this big building. What city's that in? Barberton?
Barberton.
Yeah, this old pie factory.
Really?
Got like converted over to like a band jam space.
That's cool.
And there's a ton of rooms, and we went in there to like take a peek and like, you know, looking for locations. And I mean, how many metal videos have been filmed in a blank warehouse or fucking just a big black room with light bulbs hanging from the ceiling? There's just 1,000,001 things that have been done before, but the thing we were going for was more a vibe.
Yeah.
That like the old Pantera videos had, that some of the Lamb of God videos have, just a straight up metal vibe, and not so much concerned with like the location and like making it creepy or fucking whatever, like overthinking a bunch of that shit.
Right.
So we found this place. We're looking around the whole room, and there's nothing stellar standing out location wise. And the last room we check out is this dude Mark, who's in a Pink Floyd tribute band called Any Color You Like. He's like, come check out my room over here. You know, we'll take a peek in here. And the dude's got like a full on venue sized practice room.
Wow.
With like Pink Floyd, you know, paintings.
How did he get that room?
Pure fucking luck,
I guess.
Total luck. I mean, that was like the shot in the dark. I mean, I was about to leave there with my head hung low, going, we didn't find anything.
Right.
But yeah, the last room we look at, the lighting ring was already there, the PA was already there.
So you were just good to go. You just good to do this.
We know guys that are in that band.
Yeah.
But we didn't think that we would be allowed to have all of their stuff at our disposal.
Right.
But I mean, we rented the room from them for real cheap for the day, and they allowed us to use all the lights and stuff.
That's
so
cool.
It just worked out really good.
Yeah. The dude was, big props to Mark and that Pink Floyd cover band. Any Color You Like.
All right,
is the name of their band.
All right, I'm gonna ask you, Dave. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. I mean, for like general purposes, for other bands that are listening out there, did this video cost a whole lot of money to shoot?
No. The main reason though is that all these guys involved in it kind of believe in what I'm doing music-wise. So we're kind of, one hand's washing the other, basically. So everybody got paid, but it wasn't a lot.
Right.
But, if these guys were doing a video for somebody else, it would be substantially more.
So, the video was it was shot really well, but it was inexpensive. I can say that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, other bands out there, I'm seeing bands out there put videos together and it's like slideshows type of stuff. And it's like, why are you doing that? A song with a bunch of pictures behind it. Anybody can do that in Movie Maker.
You got it's the know-how.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like you could put the same guitar. You could put a $10,000 guitar in the hands of 2 people, and one guy can play and one guy paint.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you get people that know what they're doing as far as lighting, and then what to do post. It makes a difference.
Right.
That's literally everything. The LD from Peabody's.
Yeah.
Good buddy of ours, Nick Mills, came down. He ran the lights. Another buddy of mine, Damian Trusso, came down, brought some of his gear down. So yeah, a team of 3-4 guys got together, and the biggest thing with the video coming out the way that it did and as tight as it did and how I wanted it was preconceiving a lot of that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of those shots and the part where the solo, the
Yeah.
solo comes in, all that stuff was talked about beforehand. So don't just get the gear is so accessible. Everybody's got Pro Tools, so everybody thinks they can make an album. Everybody has a camera, so they think they're a videographer.
Right.
You need, I mean, you need
the knowledge.
You need
a little fundamentals.
Yeah, and you
goes
need some
a long
talent.
way.
Right.
You honestly need some talent to make.
I like the soft focus in it. When you guys were doing the soft focus, when it was like focus in and focus out, I like that. I always love that in videos when the camera.
I don't know what you're talking about. That was a total mistake. It just looked good. We left it in. That wasn't done on purpose.
That was awesome, though. I like that.
I mean, dude, it's just a little pre-planning can make a shoestring budget go a long way.
Right.
And I'm not talking about beating stuff into the ground or overthinking things. It's just a few things we wanted to accomplish. We sat and we talked about. We made a shot list up. I mean, everything was set up pro as hell to go in there.
Right.
And we're treating it like we're working with like a $20,000 video, and a lot of money and time is on the line. So you have to treat it like it's $1 million production, even if you're only putting a couple grand into something. I mean, we did luck out with location and whatnot, and you know, we worked the band pretty fucking hard. Emery was dying from a headache by the end of it, and like, I can't do anymore, you know, type thing. But yeah, it's, you know, one little pothole along the way, but no, I'm pretty fucking happy with it.
How many full passes did you do of each? You know?
Most everything was a full take on those dudes, and we did a lot of the band stuff, you know, full band shots all together. We probably did 20 of those, you know, 15 to 20 of those. And then, you know, stuff with one or two guys in the band, you know, maybe 10 of those. And then all the individual stuff. So like full on takes, you know, around 50.
Okay.
There wasn't a lot of bullshitting around. I
mean, it was all work.
We took about an hour and a half to eat and hang out and socialize because a couple people come down to hang out and check it out like that. But I mean, for the most part, I mean, we were going nonstop. We had a little bit of equipment issue with, you know, some fog things and
that
like
happens.
Exactly.
Time, man.
But that's what I mean. So we lost an hour or so doing that. But for the most part, we were going nonstop all day.
Right. Now the CD itself. Now, how long did it take you guys to put the CD together?
Well, that took a while because I was trying to get stuff done in between touring because I was still in that other thing.
Right. Yeah. The thing I don't want you to go see tomorrow. Yeah, that thing.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Right.
Go do whatever you want. It doesn't matter anyway.
No, go see our show on September 7th.
Yeah. That's going to be that'll be cool.
Save your money for that.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway,
it's $15 cheaper.
Right, exactly.
And probably, well, whatever. Not going to get into it.
It's a lot better.
But no, I tried doing as much as I could with these guys in between tours.
Right.
So, you know, I used material from my demo. We finished that, wrote a few more tunes. We'd do those before before shows would come up or anything like that. But all this stuff was done in between touring until, you know, back in January when I got booted from the other thing.
Right.
But at that point, we were already in mix mode and stuff. So
yeah, you were like the CD was already developed, ready to go. You just had to mix it down.
All the tracks were down. We were mixing.
Okay.
But I wrote, like, we only had like 9 or 10 tunes, and I wrote 3 more, and then the one like country pick and acoustic.
I like that
thing.
Yeah, I like that.
I
a couple of acoustic things on there. I like.
Cool.
Yeah, I like that.
I got a ton of stuff like that. I could do a whole record of that junk too. But I figured I'd throw a couple things on there just to.
If my acoustic guitar in the other room wasn't unstrung right now, I probably would have you do it.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
but probably couldn't get me to stop playing because I'd be country twanging it up for the whole.
Would you ever do an acoustic song?
Yeah.
Possibly with Mike? Would he sing?
I don't know. Yeah,
he's got a decent voice. I've heard him in Parmageddon.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, we'll see what happens. You know, like I said, this album, writing wise and everything, was basically just kind of cramming.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know, not a lot of time was spent on any of it really.
Okay.
You know, I mean, just try. It was done really cheap on really cheap gear.
Was it? Did you guys have to, you know, come in like only like on days that you couldn't, you know, days that you were off or whatever from the other thing?
Yeah.
Or is it?
That's what I mean. I'd be gone for 6 weeks at a time.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, but there's a lot of. How many tracks are on it? 15, 16?
14.
14 tracks on it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of tracks on here. I mean, and all that time, in between the, going here, going there thing with the other thing, you had to have a lot of time with this. I mean, what was the total?
Well, here's
turnaround time for the CD.
Here's the deal: we recorded it at a buddy's house.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
He's a young dude. His name's Joe Husak. He's like I don't know. He's really into like old recording techniques and stuff.
Right.
Big fan.
He's
of
old analog.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, he likes all the new bands. He digs Cannibal Corpse and Meshuggah and Periphery and all that stuff. So he's hip to all the new things. He's done all the new stuff. This was a good way for him to kind of like cut his teeth, so to speak, like doing a full album the old way. Because when I talked to him on the phone, I was like, I just want the band to play. I don't want to play to a click. I don't want anything edited except for if we have to just fix something minor, which is how it is. I mean, it's almost a live album. There's a scratch guitar track with the drums. All those drums are live. There's nothing edited at all.
None of the toms were re-edited or anything.
No, there's
nothing.
There's no. The only samples we did were on a couple of the kick drum parts, just for continuity.
Right.
I mean, but with the the snare drums, 100% real.
Good.
The toms are 100% real. We did it in, on a computer in a dude's living room.
Same. I mean, the technology, you can do it just about anywhere, man. Anybody can just open up, have their own like basement recording studio nowadays.
But it's
right.
knowing the right,
how to use it.
It's right. It's knowing the frequencies of capturing the sounds the right way.
Right.
Like my guitar tracks it's one microphone.
Yeah.
A lot of guitar tracks are 2-3 channels on one per side,
or they're plugged directly into the board.
And then sample.
Well, a lot of people
right,
are faking that too. But no, there's nothing fake on this album at all, except for some sample kicks on a couple double bass parts, and that's it. Everything else, it's 100% real. The performance is 100%. They're like I said, there's nothing edited to a grid, to a click, nothing.
Right.
It's just the band playing.
This might vary between the two of you. What is your favorite song to play live?
Yeah. Good question.
I mean, is there like one that you just, you're like, fuck yeah.
No, they're powerful tunes.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just great playing all of them because everybody in the band is just great at what they do. So there's like 100% confidence in going up on stage and playing. I'm more concerned with, holy crap, I hope I pull this solo off pretty decent.
Right.
That kind of shit. I don't think about what these guys are doing at all. We just go up there and have a blast.
Now, the stage presence, I mean, I have not seen a live show until it's coming up in September, though. I mean, is there...
the video.
Is there... Well, yeah, the video, too. But
no, I mean, there's videos on YouTube.
Well, yeah, some of them, though. But I'm talking about, I want to see it up close and personal as far as that goes. I mean, I know from where you came from, is there anything along that lines with this band at all?
No.
Nothing at all. It's all strictly raw.
Yeah, it's just it's I'm wearing the clothes I put on that day.
Thank God.
Actually, that week.
Thank God. Thank God.
I wear the same clothes all week because it's like, I'm gonna sweat all over them this Saturday or whatever show the show is.
Do laundry next week.
Yeah. So they're gonna be stinky and sweaty anyway. So who gives a crap?
Right.
No, we just go up there and we just throw it down, man. And that's just it.
Now, how the band itself? I mean, whose brainchild was this band, or was it a collaboration of everything?
Well, out of frustration, basically, because the 216 thing was a big deal too.
Right.
I mean, and that was a spin-off of the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
But 216 was like super huge, popular band in town.
It was, yeah.
I was in that, and just 10, 12 years of waiting for all these projects to get out of the way so we could make another record.
Yeah.
It just was ridiculous to me. So after like 10, 11 years of waiting, I was like, screw this. I'm going to
do my own project.
I gotta, and I don't even call it a project. This is a band. This is my band. If it was a project, I'd be off on another project already. You know what I mean? But this is a band. I plan on continuing to do more things as a band with Kriadiaz and make more records and more videos and deliver to people that actually care. Because I just, over the years of wanting to deliver the goods with like 216 and the other thing and stuff like that, and just having to compromise all the time, and then playing shows and all the talk about another record, we're gonna do another record, everybody stay tuned, and then it never happened. I mean, that 216 record came out in '98. It's been 14 years.
Yeah.
And there's still dedicated hardcore fans in Cleveland to that band. It's like, you've been forced to wait 14 years and you're being force fed all these other projects, which is, it's cool. Do as many projects as you want, but don't leave the one hanging.
So what
even Hatrix too.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's another thing too.
You had two extra songs, and then you wrote, I guess I remember correctly, you guys had a song that was going to be a new Hatrix song, and it ended up being a Mushroomhead song. Wasn't that right? 13 or not? Yeah.
No, I don't remember
That's
that
what Skinny
at all.
said back in the day.
Oh,
he's like, this is going to be a new Hatrix tune.
Yeah, whatever. Who knows? That was the thought that day with him, I guess.
Yeah.
Who knows? I don't ever remember any of that.
So what's I guess the census of the new album? What are people? I mean, everybody's saying about it. Is there a lot of good response for the album so far?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the thing is it's like, I don't have anybody pushing it. I can't.
It's
there's no distribution. Yeah.
So it's all word of mouth.
Guerrilla marketing.
But it's I mean, they're moving at shows. They're moving online because it's on iTunes and Amazon and
That's
all
cool.
that stuff
Yeah.
now. CD baby, you can download it or get a real copy. But I haven't heard one negative thing. Everybody is like, reminds me of Pantera, or it's the new Pantera, or it's so heavy, it's so awesome, I can't believe it. I would have never thought in a million years. And then I post that video up, and I get like all these messages saying the same thing. That tune is awesome. That video's great. What? You're out of I don't know.
Right, exactly. Right.
It's like, I'm
How
not,
come you weren't writing those songs in?
Yeah. I get a lot of that too.
Yeah,
So.
I've been reading some of the posts on there, and you do see a lot of the creativity here with this band is gonna go through the roof, because it's all this stuff that's been bottled up for many years that you really wanted to do, and now it can come out and you
Right.
can actually put it into this new CD and album and everything else.
Yeah,
and
well,
whatever else you want to do too.
I'm definitely being myself with this.
Right.
And not to say that I was like restricted on any of this, but like I said, like the writing process was pretty quick. I knew I was going in the studio like back when I made the demo. So I threw stuff together.
What was the fastest song off the CD?
The fastest song?
The fastest song.
Easiest song to record.
The fastest one that you can do, like maybe in a day or maybe 15, 20 minutes or whatever.
You mean recording wise?
Recording
or
wise,
writing?
recording and writing. What was the fastest song?
Probably either Lepers and Liars or Wake Us, because those were demo songs.
Okay.
So, and the way those came together, I was frustrated for years at things not sounding the way I thought they should have, especially with guitar tones, because it's really hard to capture your guitar tone.
True.
The way that it sounds when you're in the room with it.
Mm-hmm.
And that always frustrated me. So I did some experimentation, went to another studio where I recorded the 5-song demo.
Yeah.
That turned into the Kriadiaz thing.
Okay.
Literally unloaded my gear, set it up. The dude put a mic in front of it. We went in the control room, and there it was. And my buddy John Capri, he does a ton of projects. He's
a great guy. He was just in the studio 2 weeks ago with the Thursday show.
Oh, good. Well, I'm not going to plug him then, because he's already bigger superstar than any of us. So the hell with him.
Right.
Anyway, this other guy that I know.
Right.
No, anyway.
Yeah, the other guy.
Yeah. No, but my buddy John was like, he actually got me into this studio because he knew the guys that were in charge over there, just to go in and do some experimentation. And the guitar tone was awesome right from the get. So he's like, I'm going to program drums, and we're going to make a tune tonight. So, I mean, he was excited.
Right.
So for Lepers and Liars and Wake Us, we did those tunes 2 weeks apart.
Okay.
He just programmed drums, and I just wrote riffs around his drums.
That's cool.
So that's what I mean. Like Lepers and Liars was literally, it took him 2 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever it was, real quick. He programmed those drums, and then I just noodled around with some riffs, and within 15 minutes, we had it dialed in and guitars, rhythm tracks were down.
Nice. Now, how did you start in the band?
Asked Dave for a job.
You asked Dave for a job?
Pretty much. I work for SIT, Guitar String Company, and he's endorsed by those cats. So
Okay. Get a little closer to the
the
microphone real quick. Yeah, sorry about that.
Bring it closer to your mouth.
Ooh.
Yeah, there you go. Now I can hear you.
Deep throat.
Oh, yeah, we were, weren't we?
Put it to your lips.
Went to, met him at the Schlongus Hornus and to give him some of his guitar strings.
Okay.
And he was, obviously the frustration level was just boiling out of his ears.
Right.
And
You
so
can
I
see it.
just threw it at him. Let's do a fucking band, man. I'm ready. Put me in, coach. So about 6 weeks later.
Yeah, the whole thing fell into place really cool. It was kind of neat.
And it was probably the same way with the rest of the members too.
Yeah, because we've all known each other for years.
Okay.
Brian was in a band with John Capri. He was in 13 Faces together in Spawn. And Emery, the drummer, he's been in my cover band with me, SOS, for 17 years now.
Wow.
Something like that. And
He's in Ritual.
yeah, well, that's what I mean. Mike, the singer, and Emery were in a band called Ritual back in the late 80s, early 90s.
With Juan.
Really?
Yeah, my singer.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
So, yeah, it's a weird family tree of how all this stuff, how far all these people go back and everything. It's pretty cool.
Now, I asked this question, I think I asked you this question the last time you were here, about the Cleveland music scene and how it's affecting, the way your band is, your band here is in Cleveland. Do you think the Cleveland music scene is a lot more supportive of your band than, like, let's say you go to Columbus or whatever, or Akron or some other, whatever city? Do you think they're more supportive here in Cleveland or no?
That's hard to say because there's been some great shows in Cleveland and there's been some kind of crappy ones.
What's
too.
your favorite show from Cleveland so far that you've done?
Probably the Seatown Beatdown a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
Good show.
Yeah, it was a good time. There's a lot of people. I had probably my best merch night that night.
That's cool.
So,
remember, I texted you from there. I said I'm here.
Yeah.
I had a question. A lot of people have been asking, how did the name come about?
Yeah.
And what does it mean?
Right.
All right, here's the deal. We were, when I only had the demo out, I got offered a show from Jack from At No End.
Okay.
He's like, hey, man, I heard you got a new project. Let's do a show. And I'm like, dude, I don't even have a band. And this was in, like, November of 2009 or something like that.
Okay.
I'm like, dude, I don't have a band. He goes, well, the show's in January 18th or 19th or something like that. He goes, if you can put it together by then, I'll put you on the bill with us. I'm like, great. So that's when this goes back to Brian's story, because he was like, dude, if you ever decide to do anything else, I want the job. And my wheels were already turning because I had done my demo.
Right.
Okay. And it's like, okay, I know I can get the tones I want. I know I can make some metal that sounds like metal. Okay. So I'm going to, just see what I can do getting members together. So Mike, the singer, I had went and seen his cover band a couple of times, and they're doing like Chili Peppers and stuff like that. And they're, and they're great. But they did Drowning Pool, that Bodies Hit the Floor too.
Yeah.
And it was like a total transformation. It wasn't like the same dude was on the microphone. It was the Kriadiaz vocalist was singing that tune.
That's cool.
And it was like brutal. And I was like, that's the guy. If I ever put a band together, that's the dude. And it was just strange luck and timing. He called me out of the blue and asked me to fill in for his guitarist in their cover band.
Okay.
So, and I was like, hey, you know what, dude? I've been thinking about you lately. What would you think about this? And he was like, I'm in.
So he went from the cover.
He's still doing the cover thing. Yeah.
Okay, is he?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Well, that's like the drummer too. Okay.
He's also in another band.
Well,
too?
he's in my cover band with me, and
Okay.
he does like a blues rock band that has a deal with a blues rock label, and
Okay.
they go to Germany and all those weird places over there and stuff. But
I asked let me go off a little bit off subject here. I asked other bands in the past about that. I'm like, you got a member of the band, like the bassist or the guitarist or whatever. He's playing in one, and in your main band, and then he's off playing in like 2 other bands and stuff like that. Do you feel that that's like a conflict at all with bands?
Well,
or with
depends on the style, actually.
No, you know what I think? I think if you're a true musician and you respect the guys that you jam with as musicians, go do whatever you want.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like I'm here to play music. That's what I was meant to do.
Right.
So that's it. You know what I mean? I've been in 80 bands all at once.
I feel the same way because if let's say hypothetically, you're playing, let's say you're playing in your other cover band or something, and some AR guy standing in the crowd and he sees what he likes or whatever and says, "Hey, I want to, take you guys and sign you or whatever, and then Kriadiaz kind of falls to the wayside because you're now with this one, you're signed with a label, and you're full time with that, you're on tour, you don't have time for Kriadiaz anymore." So
but what are the odds of that happening at a cover band gig?
Well,
most people join cover bands.
Well, you're not in another band, so I had to use
money.
your cover band as an example.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So.
Well, those other guys use the.
I didn't want to use that. That's why.
Yeah, but they use that as a tool to bring all the side projects in to get record deals, except for 216.
Okay.
So, you know what I mean? It's like...
It makes sense now.
I'm trying to pick up the pieces with 216 because I got tired of being part of the lie. Plus, I want to stretch my legs as a musician. So that's why I was like, screw this. I'm starting another band.
Okay.
Which I'll finish the story now about the name.
Yeah.
Yes, I want to know about that too.
Okay, so what happened was I get these guys together. It all fell into place real quick. I did use some old material. We played everything off the demo. We finished a couple songs off the demo. Did all the tunes off the demo, did an old Hatrix tune, and we did play a song from that other band that never got played live. It was a song that we never played. It was more of a bluesy rock type of tune anyway.
I sort of like that kind of stuff too. Yeah.
Well, it rocks, it moves. So anyway, we just took old material. It was just like learning covers, basically.
Okay.
Because we didn't, the holidays were coming up. So we had November, a couple weeks in December, and like a week and a half in January after Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. We didn't have a whole lot of time to get it together. So we had to have at least 7 tunes together for this show. So all the holidays were over. I get a call from Jack, and he's like, "Hey, what's the name of your band? I want to make some flyers." And it's like, I'll get back to you. So we're doing 4-way, we're calling each other on the phone trying to think of band names, and it's like every stupid generic name that you could think of came up.
Artillery Rain.
What were some of the...
What was it? I didn't hear it. What was it?
Artillery Rain.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Bullet Storm, man.
Bullet Storm, man.
So, we had a bunch of, silly ones and...
cheesy.
I was telling Vince that story today. That's why he cracked up. But anyway, it was back and forth on the phone for like an hour and a half, and nobody had anything worth a shit. And Bizarre Foods with Andrew Zimmern was on, and he was he was walking around a market looking for Kriadiaz, which is it's bull's balls. When they cut the nuts off a bull and they serve it as a food item, it's called Kriadiaz.
Okay, so it's a delicacy there.
Yeah. But bull's balls are pretty fucking big, and we're all foodies, and the name sounded kind of cool and exotic. We spell it different.
We got balls.
Because the real spelling is Kriadillas, kind of like quesadillas.
Right. That's when I first saw the name. I'm trying to pronounce it. I'm like, quesadillas? No.
Yeah.
What the
Cameron Diaz? I know.
Yeah.
The Diaz part is easy.
Right. And I'm like, what the hell?
I didn't think people would have that big of a deal pronouncing the damn thing. It's Kria, Kriya.
Right.
Or I guess
Kriadiaz. Or something like that. Yeah.
It's like Chimera. People Chimera.
Yeah,
Chimera.
whatever. I mean, eventually people will figure it out. Yeah. But it's just
they'll butcher it for a year and then they'll figure it out.
Exactly.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, people are getting to know it. So, but anyway, that's where the name came from.
That's awesome, dude.
So,
well, you guys will fit right in that Japanese restaurant that serves nothing but cock.
Yeah,
I mean, you guys are bull balls, so now
cock and balls.
right? Yeah, so, I mean, there's a restaurant in China that it's all they serve is what is it? Yak penis.
Yeah, I've seen all that.
Right. So
I don't know if I want to go there.
Right.
But,
They said it's good for your libido and everything, and it's
Labido.
Yeah, and it's supposed to make your woman more, hornier in the bedroom after she eats it.
Good to keep the yang up.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. So I mean, you get the bull's testicles and the
There you go.
yak penis.
Yeah.
You're good to go, dude.
Yeah.
So after the name was formed, you called Jack back and said, "Our name is Kriadiaz."
Yeah.
And what did Jack say?
He just went, whatever, how he does that laugh.
Right.
You know, he's got that. Oh, that's great, dude.
And
I can't imitate his laugh, but it's, you know.
And
He
then-
lives right next door to me, so I see him all the time.
And then the band was formed, and after that, it was a snowball, and it kept getting bigger.
Well, we just, you know, every time we play, the response was good. I mean, we started from scratch, right at the bottom. I used nothing at all from the other band to try to promote myself, because I figured, you know, if it's good, people will dig it, and the word will get around. And that's what's starting to happen.
There's a question in the chat asking me to ask Brian about his cover band Butt Cherry or something.
Who asked you that?
Somebody in the chat here asked me that question. Do you have a cover band called that, or?
Nope. Well, nice try.
Okay. Uncensored Net Noise, you're on the air. What's up?
Hello.
What's up, Chris?
What's
Why
up?
you at Static X?
Because I'm here with Kriadiaz tonight, you know, and Wayne Static didn't get back to me, so I'm sorry.
Well, Kriadiaz ain't that important.
Yeah, they are. They're important to the show coming up September 7th.
Well, I mean, Brian never answers any messages.
It's Weasel.
It's Weasel.
Is that Weasel?
Yeah. It's Weasel, yeah.
He's
Fuck
busting
you.
He's busting your balls.
There you go. You got your answer. You got your answer.
Yeah, he wants to fuck you.
Well, it seems like I've been...
Wait, he thought about it.
He had to think about it there for a minute. Wait, he wants to fuck me. Okay, good. You know.
No.
Are you hammered, dude?
No, I don't like to go backstage. Huh?
Are you hammered or something?
Yeah. Are you drunk right now? Are you hammered?
I think he has to drive.
No.
No. What are you doing anyways?
No. Sitting at home with my kid.
That's it? How come you're not at Static X?
Way to be responsible, dude. Pat yourself on the back for that one. Good job.
All right.
Put your priorities in order.
Wait, no. He's asking me why am I not at Static X, and he wanted to go to the show too. Why aren't you there?
I told you, I have to stay at home with my kid.
Well, okay, so I had to come here and do the internet radio show.
You got it taken care of.
I could have what?
Joe Dirt's not here. That's why I'm here.
Oh, okay.
All right. Thanks, Weasel. All right. There you go. There's Weasel. All right. But so you guys got the band together, and you know you told Jack and all this stuff. And how did the show go? I mean, afterwards. I mean, was there a big response for that, or what? I mean, was there a lot of people wanting? And
people were like, "Who are these guys?"
Yeah, or was it like, who were these guys?
It was a little bit like that, because there was a few people that know me that were fans of the other stuff that I was in.
Right.
So they were just like, "Where did you find that singer?" And oh my god, that was awesome. That was great.
That's cool.
You guys were really cool. You
That
know,
fucking bass player.
there was,
He's awesome.
I don't know about that guy, but the rest of the band was great.
13 who?
Right.
So, I mean, it was a first show. Like I said, it was a first show, and it was, you know, we were rusty, but we did our thing.
That's cool. And then you did shows afterwards and everything. And then is there a lot more support now for the band?
It's slowly but surely building up.
Okay.
Because I think, you know, you could go out and make an announcement all day long. You know,
Right.
Hey, go and check out such and such someone's new band.
It gets tiring after a while too. you know?
That's what I mean. Like, you know, my old thing, like there was so many projects coming out. It's like I didn't want to be part of the confusion.
Right.
And I didn't want Kriadiaz to be lumped in with, you know, the title of us being another side project.
Right.
because to me it's not a side project.
It's not.
It's a band.
Right.
This is my band. That's it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? If somebody wants me to play a solo on their record or help them write a tune or whatever, I'll do guest spots all day long. But I don't plan on being in another band.
Yeah,
this is it.
Yeah, this is it right here, and you're done. Pretty much.
Well, I mean, of
course,
I'm not getting any younger.
And
I'm just like, I'm tired of being in 8 million bands. I'm ready to,
settle down.
I want to put the efforts into one thing.
It's time to get married.
Like a marriage, yeah.
Well, just with it, with a cool cast of characters that make a band cool.
All right. Speaking of characters, the other members in the band. I mean, how do they feel about everything that's going on with the band right now?
Oh, they dig it.
Do they?
Yeah, everybody. I mean, everybody's. I mean, we have a blast.
Okay.
We get to show off. The music's heavy. I mean, that's what I mean. There's a wall of sound to lean back on stage. It's ridiculous.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's you can't get any cooler than that.
When I heard your album for the first time, I got it from Ron when you gave it to him, and he brought it to me and everything. And I'm listening to it, and I'm like, wow, this is something I've never heard before.
Really?
And listening.
Well, you only had those like 6 tunes that they were roughly
rough cuts.
So
You know what I'm
get-
saying?
Yeah.
And then I get the album, and then I'm listening to it now, and it's like,
Where's your cover?
I don't know, somewhere around here. Took it off to read it, and I didn't put it back in there. And the thing is that it to me it sounds a lot different. To me, it's not like every other metal band that's out there, which is cool. So,
well, I just do what I do. I don't really even think about it.
Right.
I don't try to fit into any mold or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like I've studied classical back in the day, and that just kind of fell by the wayside. Like I'm just older, more confident with my playing, the stage presence. Now I don't think about any of that junk. I let stuff come out, and then I use my musical training, so to speak. I took lessons for a couple of years, so I know some stuff. But I use that to enhance the ideas instead of just making everything, linear from a music theory standpoint.
Exactly.
I dig blues a lot.
I do too. I love blues.
So, and I'm not like a country fan, but I dig like that sick, bluegrass picking and
I like the blue
stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's like there's something about that just kind of strikes a nerve with me more so than classical. But I do dig like ripping Paganini stuff and Bach and junk like that too. But it's very natural for me to write the way I did the Kriadiaz record.
There's an artist in Chicago. His name is Michael Charles. He's a blues artist from there, and he's got like the bluesiest sound ever.
Right on.
And it to me, you could just sit back, on your front porch and just listen to this stuff, and you can listen to it forever.
Right.
And that's the type of stuff that I like listening to, and it's really cool that you kind of can do that with your music as well. And especially with those acoustics that you got on there on this album too, which is pretty awesome. So, I wish you guys the best of luck. I really
thanks,
do.
Man.
And I can't wait to see you guys do your live performance at the birthday bash in September. So,
have you guys written any new tunes that didn't make the album?
Well, no, I haven't. To be honest with you, I barely touched a guitar in 4 months because I wake up and I'm on freaking Facebook all day, going back and forth, trying to set up shows.
Gotta suck.
I'm taking pre-orders, so it's like now I'm doing
hire him.
I'm doing business. Well, these guys all have jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I'm living off my savings right now. So
hire Weasel.
No. I'm not sure exactly who that is, but
you'll meet him. You'll meet him. Trust me.
So I probably already know who it is, but right now it's just while I don't really have to work yet, I'm gonna try to push this thing as far as I can.
That's awesome, though.
So,
all right, guys. Real quick, we're gonna take a quick break. You guys gonna stick around for the last half hour for news?
Sure.
Yeah. All right, cool. We're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we got some news and everything else. And Ron's got a story over there that I want to talk about. It's a guy that opened up his own DNA testing facility, but you have to wait until we come back to find out where this facility is at. All this and much more when we come back. You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com.
If this is your idea of a morning pick-me-up, you're our kind of listener. Uncensored net noise.
You want a date?
I'm gonna puke on you.
Gee, I don't think I have a price for that.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Right here on MorningShowCentral.com. Oh, great. Not another Farmville request. Check us out on Facebook at Facebook.com/Morning Show Central. Denying one Farmville request at a time. Uncensored Net Noise is fueled by Cocaine Energy Supplement. Hey, if you had to work on a Friday night, you'd need it too. If you live the lifestyle, then you should arrive in style. Lifestyle Limousine Service. Whether it's dinner for two, an evening at the winery, or a night out on the town, Lifestyle Limousine provides extraordinary service. Check them out on the web, lifestylelimousineservice.com. Reserve your ride now. 330-903-0508. 330-903-0508. Lifestyle Limousine Service. And make sure you tell them Morning Show Central Radio Network sent you. The Project X Show. Project X Show.
Driven by porn.
Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern. Right here on Morning Show Central Radio Network. Project X Show. Live on MorningShowCentral.com.
Let the word go forth.
Created by the people, for the people. Jousted Out tackles the politics of today, expressing views of all sides.
As our founders pledged, a more perfect union.
Are you ready to joust it out? Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m.
So we Americans must not fear change. Instead, let us welcome it, embrace it, and create it.
On MorningShowCentral.com. Pete 99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen Pete 99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999, Pete 99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee, no questions asked. For more information, go to Pete99.com. Pete99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. Pete99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right.
Hey, this is Steve Snyder from Twisted Sister, and you're listening to Uncensored Net Noise.
If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningShowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com. The adrenaline rush.
All you need to do is feel it.
The thrill of victory.
Winning is the only option. The only option. The only option.
And all the locker room chatter.
No. Wrong. Game over.
Get high on sports. Every Monday night at 9 p.m. Want to know everything going on with the Browns, the Cavs, the Indians, even the Monsters? These guys know it.
You have the most amazing effect on people.
You know why? They're high on sports. Monday night at 9 p.m.
Then I am in
on MorningShowCentral.com.
Hey, this is Richard Christie, and you're listening to Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com.
What is it? It was hot. It's everything in between with your host, Von Erich. Everything in between. Nothing gets me more excited. Monday nights, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on MorningShowCentral.com. Call the show toll free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on MorningShowCentral.com.
You have nothing to worry about.
Oh my. MorningShowCentral.com.
Copy that. I want you to stay on this channel. Stay on this channel.
You're gonna like it.
MorningShowCentral.com.
The universe grows smaller every day.
Check out the member profile pages, blogs, games, online forums, video chat, and much more.
You are out of order.
Shut your fat mouth.
One website.
I gotta be honest, this is getting me hot.
MorningShowCentral.com.
You are refreshingly vulgar.
Hey, this is Tim King from Soil, and you listen to Uncensored Net Noise.
Due to affirmative action, we have a black guy on the show.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com. From the Cocaine Energy Supplement Studio, you're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. It's Uncensored Net Noise. Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise. Live on MorningShowCentral.com. If you'd like to call the show, 1-888-668-0742. Previously on Uncensored Net Noise.
Right across from like my dining room is a little like half bathroom.
Okay.
And I go in the half bathroom to go to the bathroom, and I see all this like shit on the floor, like from the wall. I'm
Okay.
like, what the hell? And I look in the wall, and there's a hole like this big.
Oh boy, there's a bullet that came through.
Then I look at the other side of the bathroom. There's another hole.
Oh wow.
Then I look at my door where the hole comes out, and there's like a big like dent in the door. Then I go back over to the window, and there's a big bullet from like a 45 sitting on my windowsill.
Wow, dude, that's insane.
Uncensored Net Noise. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the fine people at the FCC for being such f***ing mug. Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise.
All right, guys, we're back. You want to call the show? The number's 888-668-0742. Or get to the website, morningshowcentral.com. Jump in the chat. I'm in there. So is Ron. Got a bunch of stories. We're going to hang out with the guys from Kriadiaz. They're going to chime in on some of these stories that we're talking about tonight. I do have this one story that Ron has up on deck here about this guy that went to, well, he's got his own DNA lab. Basically, what he does, it's like an ice cream truck that comes down your street.
Mm-hmm.
And
called the Who's Your Daddy truck.
It's called Who's Your Daddy truck. And he gives...
It is. There it is.
He gives DNA testing to people that want to find out if that kid of theirs is theirs. So he also replied in the article that I was reading. He says he gets people that flags him down as he's going down the street, which is kind of insane to me because if I wouldn't want to flag a DNA bus or truck down to find out the kid was mine, because then once you find out the kid is yours, you're kind of screwed, because those DNA testing that he does is actually legal by the courts.
Just go on Maury.
Well, yeah, it's sort of like Maury on wheels.
Yeah.
So, you go up to the truck, like you get like a ice cream sandwich or whatever, and he just puts the swab in your mouth and takes a swab, and then a couple days later or something, 72 hours later, you get the results. I think on the second page of that says what the fees are, what he charges for it or whatever.
Several dollars.
Oh, it's the DNA test costs between $299 and $575.
Right. So you're driving on the street and he's charging that much for a DNA test.
Requires a simple cheek swab.
That's it.
Cheek swab, sorry.
Cheek swab, that's it. So
it says in here that people are requesting them to get specimens from their spouses without them knowing.
That's kind of scary too. Right.
So they deal with a lot of drama.
Yeah, so it's sort of like, the what is that one show, Cheaters?
Kind of.
Yeah, where the guy goes around with a hidden camera and everything, and he catches them and stuff.
Yeah. That one dude got stabbed or something.
Right, yeah.
The host.
The host of the show got stabbed.
I have the best of Cheaters on DVD, yeah.
Right.
I do.
It's insane.
Brilliant.
But the guy, but I can't figure out, why would you want to, I don't get it, though. Why would you want to do a DNA test in the first place? Once you find out the kid is yours, you got child support you got to pay now.
What's that? He helped a 44-year-old man find his long-lost 20-year-old daughter.
Oh, well, maybe there's an upside to it then, I guess. Uncensored Net Noise, you're on the air. What's up?
Well, maybe there's an upside to it then, I guess.
You're on the air. What's up?
Uncensored Net Noise, you're on the air. What's up?
Oh, they got their radio up.
Hey!
Turn the radio down.
I have a question for the bass player from Kriadiaz.
Go ahead, shoot.
Yeah, I was wondering how the bass player liked the drag races he just watched in Norwalk.
It would have been all right if they raced longer than 10 fucking minutes. And got rained out.
Oh, they got rained out?
Yep. So it was about
that's a
the
shame.
artillery rain. It came on down, fire hell, son of a bitch. That goddamn fire night of nasty some shit. No, it was all right. I mean, it was a good first experience for fucking drag racing and shit like
so
that.
So do you think you could make more noise than those ground pounders did?
Well, fuck yeah. You kidding me?
Have you seen him lately?
That's right. Look at me. You see me on TV set?
I do, but you're on a delay.
Oh, is
You
it?
need to look up.
Yeah, there is a 30-second delay.
Oh, well, there you go.
All right.
All right, thanks for calling, dude.
Thanks, Elmer.
All right, bye.
There you go.
All right. An 18-year-old Florida man.
Okay.
He's sitting in jail due to poor impulse control.
Okay, why is that?
Well, he He stated that her booty looked so good that he couldn't resist touching it.
That happens all the time.
Right.
But he's in jail.
Yeah, so he went up to a chick and basically started grabbing her ass and saying, it's so delicious or so great, I have to touch it or something.
1 dude out of 10 million.
Right. So, yeah.
Her booty looks so good, I couldn't resist touching it.
Right.
Look at that
That's all the story
Look at
says.
that
It's
dude's
just
picture, too.
Here, put it on camera.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at the guy.
God damn.
He's a player.
He's a player.
Yeah, he's a player, right.
Hey, he was honest about it. That's cool.
Yeah, there's the dude that was going around touching booty. But, oh, my God, really? Oh, he was out. No, wait, you missed a spot, right? You missed he's outside of a dressing room at a Walmart.
Even better.
And as
People at Walmart.
Yeah, as he's coming out, he's touching her ass, touching these women's asses and saying, "Oh, your booty looks so good. I want to, whatever."
I couldn't resist.
But that mugshot is fucking priceless because that smile on his face is great, man.
That should be your next CD cover.
Exactly.
The cop.
Kriadiaz.
The cop said, "You just look so incriminating. I couldn't help but put the handcuffs on you."
Exactly.
I couldn't
Cavity
resist
search?
arresting you.
Dave, that's your cover next time.
That's it,
dude.
man.
That should be on the CD.
That's going on a T-shirt.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I like to touch your butt.
Bootylicious.
Right. What else we got?
Well, a man shoots himself during the Bourne Legacy movie in a movie theater.
I mean, there's a lot of this bullshit going on right now. I mean, the whole shit with the Batman and all that stuff that's going on.
The guy in Westlake.
What the hell is wrong with people?
Had a gun at the Batman movie.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'm saying there's copycats now. A lot of people are doing this. The whole Batman thing where those people got shot up and killed and everything, and then he had another one here in Cleveland with that. And now you got this one here.
Well, a 56-year-old man
Right.
accidentally shot himself in the buttocks at the Century 14 movie theaters.
Same kind of movie theater that the other one happened at.
Yeah, he was adjusting himself, and the gun accidentally went off
Why
into
are
his
you
buttocks.
carrying a gun in a movie theater in the first place?
Well, he was adjusting himself, but
yeah, and then the gun went off.
Hear you
in the buttock.
Yeah, in the buttocks.
Right.
That's his ass. If anybody doesn't know what a buttock is.
He
shot himself. In
he
the
was
asshole.
embarrassed, and he immediately got up and walked out of the theater.
Evidently, one hole wasn't enough.
He blew off his taint. Yeah. Right. Uncensored Net Noise, you're on the air. What's up?
God help you.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, I see all three of them all have different ball caps on.
Okay.
But I can't tell what's what. Can we
We all
tell me
have hands.
what they are?
Well, Dave's going to go to the camera and show you his.
It's a fish.
It's a fish on Dave's.
All right.
Your glasses are in the way.
Here, I'll go.
A fish.
Yeah, see, it's a fish for Dave's.
Okay.
All right, and then Ron's going to go up and go up and show his. I guess his is an Old Navy hat.
Okay.
Yeah. And then what's yours?
What is his?
Mine says Stone Soul Foundation. It's a band that we played with at the Cove in Geneva, Ohio.
Mo.
Is that Brian?
Is that Lisa?
Is that...
What?
I'm sorry?
What?
What?
Who is you?
Chicken butt.
This is...
What in the butt?
Lori.
Look, you guys are awesome.
All right.
Shorty.
Shorty.
Oh, Shorty.
Okay, Lori.
Hey,
Shorty.
what's happening?
What's happening, Mama?
Hey, you guys are awesome. I just couldn't figure out the ball caps that was bothering me. But could we we need to be able to see some faces there because you're all good looking over there.
You know it, Mama.
God damn.
I didn't know what the significance of this whole thing was.
We got the goods, baby.
Oh, I know you do.
Look out now. God damn it.
We're coming to town,
All
Mama.
right, guys.
Better watch out.
All right, you guys rock on, all right?
Thank you.
Appreciate
You
it.
got it, baby.
All right, there you go. Who's that? Who's
That's
that? Do you
his,
know?
my buddy's chick.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I say fans of yours. That
She likes her vodka.
She likes her vodka. Okay.
A lot.
Is it?
No, she's sweet. They're sweet people.
Is it the cheap stuff or is it
Oh, I'm at. Well, it probably is because she ain't very tall. So unless he's there with her to get it, it ain't top shelf.
It ain't the top shelf stuff.
That's right.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. You got.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get out of here.
All right. Yeah.
So he's gonna step in and finish
Ron's gonna
the
go.
news.
Hey, Vince.
Vince is gonna come in.
Why don't you do the news?
Yeah, you can do the news, Vince.
I'm going to.
You gonna do the news, Vince?
Yeah, why not?
All right. Cool. All right. Let's see what Vince can do.
I mean, if Doozy can do it, I'm sure I can handle this.
I'm sure you
can. I'm gonna hit the can.
Yeah. Do Rover's
I'll be
voice
right
when
back.
you do the news too.
And Ron has to take off.
I did this one.
And he's screwing everything up. All right, this one right here. The next story coming up. What do you have on the way, Doozy? We have the shizzy coming up, which is the news. Are you ready, Doozy? Yes! We hear enough of that in the morning.
Right.
Okay, Sandusky has started writing book in prison.
Right.
Oh, boy.
Jerry Sandusky.
Yes.
Yes.
Everybody's favorite pedophile, Jerry Sandusky, has apparently started writing a book, his second book, while still waiting to be sentenced for sexually abusing boys during his tenure as an assistant football coach at Penn State University. This fucking guy.
Right. So here, the thing is with all this is that this guy is actually going out of his way to get more publicity for himself and try to stay in the light to basically, I guess.
I mean, a lawyer says, you know, never ever look like you're guilty or anything. Just always smile and whatnot, but it's creepy when it's coming from a pederast.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is with all this, though, when he's writing his own book, and now that this book is coming to life and everything, how many people do you think actually is going to actually, buy this book or bring it to the, actually, I don't know. I wouldn't buy it.
Like it's a credible writer.
Right, exactly. I mean, because he's going to put all the not the factual stuff that actually happened there. He's going to put his version of the story in there, which is fine and everything the way he thinks it's going on. But
it's anything but fine.
Right. I mean, he's a pedophile. He went off and molested a bunch of kids.
My whole, beef with this, if you will, is obviously don't rape anything.
Right.
Let alone kids. Okay. And I don't care how much money football makes. I could give a shit less if it makes $50 billion a year at every university and every NFL team's the most profitable thing in the world. There's no amount of money that can justify covering up kid rape. Yeah, you can't do that.
You can't cover it up.
When they're pulling down, Papa Joe's statue on Penn State's campus, and people are walking around with tears in their eyes, and this is a sad day for us. Well, you're just watching a statue being taken down. You didn't get raped in a shower by a 60-year-old man.
Right, exactly.
So it's like their day was a hell of a lot worse than yours. Your pride and ego might be a little bit bruised, but not anywhere near. So it's like it's a perfect example of like psychotic Americans valuing one thing over another. Like their morals are getting thrown right out the fucking window because of football.
Right. And the other thing is too is that I don't think anybody's going to actually buy this book in the first place. I mean, he's writing it from jail right now, and it's probably going to take him a while to get it all done. But here's the thing, though. Honestly, my opinion, I wouldn't buy it. Because here's the thing, I really don't care what his side of the story is, because it's already been found that he's guilty of what he's done. And he's going to spend the rest of his life in jail because he's a pedophile.
Yeah, the sources initially told the station it appeared Sandusky was preparing a statement to read at his sentencing hearing next month. So he's going to tell everybody he's writing a book.
He just wants to stay in the limelight more. That's the problem. He wants to stay in the public's eye as long as he possibly can, so that way he can make money up. You know what? All the money that he makes off this book, even if people buy this book, all this money should go to the victims.
Yeah, absolutely.
It should just go to the victims and say, you know what? Here's some money for your trouble. Here's the problem is that he's going to get all this money and probably use that for his legal fees.
Most likely. What else where's this guy going to get a job? What is he going to do? Dudes that get accused of.
Oh, he's going to have a job in prison, all right.
Absolutely.
He's going to be someone's bitch.
He's going to be a pin cushion and a half.
Right.
But, just a regular guy that's out partying with a loaded girl, and they're both piss drunk, and then one thing leads to another, and the next day a girl is saying, this guy raped me, whatever. That dude's reputation, even if he didn't, which it happens because girls are psychos and dudes are fucking just as crazy.
Right.
But, when that happens, that dude's credibility now is like completely and utterly shattered.
Out the window.
Even if the guy is innocent, just because that the R word, rape, got brought up.
I can't agree.
But when it gets brought up in like you're messing with somebody's football team,
right?
Like right then and
everybody
there,
gets up in arms over it.
Yeah,
it's like, oh my God, they're talking about Joe Paterno. Who gives a fuck? He raped somebody.
Yeah, I'll never.
You're supposed to get a pass,
right? Exactly, because he's a football coach. No,
like OJ was supposed to. Wait, that awesome dude from those Hertz commercials,
right?
He could never cut anyone's head off.
Right. Uncensored Net Noise, you're on the air. What's up?
No, man, you got a good point. And the thing is with Sandusky is the only thing that book's going to say is that Joe Pa partook. And you and I talked about that months ago when this shit first came out.
Right.
I got on the show and I said straight up, Joe Pa partook. He got on. He made public statements before he died. Tried to have a clear conscience before he went to hell. Straight up. I mean, Joe Pa. He wasn't just a guy sitting there at the door watching for the make sure no one was looking when Sandusky was raping those 10-year-old kids. He partook. You and I both know that.
Right.
That's what the book's going to say. It's going to say Joe Pa partook, and then Joe Pa's family is going to go, oh, no, he could have never done that. Bullshit. You and I both know that. That's a load of crap.
And the other thing is,
That's what the book's going to say. It's going to say Joe Pa partook.
Yeah, the other thing is too is when this book all comes out and everything, and it comes to light and everything, and he does say that in his book, his family, Joe Pa's family, is going to turn around and go, oh, that's slander, and they're going to try to sue him. Well, what are they going to get from him? They're not going to get anything from him.
That's Dave trying.
No, they won't.
So,
that's the whole point. That's the whole point of this shit. This is what we talked about last year when all this shit came out. I was on the show for like 45 minutes talking about this stuff. I was like, look, these dumbasses, they all go and they riot on campus and they bitch about, they fired Joe Pa. It's like the bastard raped kids. I'm telling you right now, dude, it's going to come out, man. Sandusky's going to say it. The prosecutors know it. And I still want to know what happened to that dead cop. No one's ever talking about that. That guy got killed back in like 90 or something.
Right.
They killed that investigator looking into this crap. That still has not come out, whatever happened to that guy. I mean, they haven't found his body yet.
Yeah.
Okay? That dude's still missing.
Yeah.
I mean, all this, there's more. I bet Sandusky's going to let everything out, and then it's going to be a whole new investigation and all this crap.
But wait a second. But wait a
second.
second.
But he's a piece of crap.
But wait a second. He's not even credible. He's not. This book isn't going to be credible enough to even open up an investigation because he's being found guilty on all these counts of pedophilia. So this whole thing is not. It's not going to happen.
Some weirdos
remember the BTK? Remember the BTK guy?
Yeah.
The guy who was a church guy. And he kept breaking people's houses and killing them and shit like that and raping them, whatever. He helped even after he was convicted. He helped the cops wouldn't find bodies and shit. He did do that,
right?
Because he wanted to stay in the news. Because these people are psychotic.
Right.
That's the thing is that there's some kind of Remember I told you before. Sociopaths kill for psychopaths kill for no reason. Sociopaths kill for some reason, usually money.
Right.
But that's the whole thing. That's the whole point.
That's
what it's getting into. Sandusky wants to stay in the news. He's a scumbag rapist. And what the problem is with those assholes out in Pennsylvania is they just refuse to believe it. They say, oh, I can't believe this. We got our titles taken away. You know what? Fuck you. They got a bunch of 10-year-old kids got raped 20, 30 years ago. He's been doing it for 10, 15 years more or probably longer. And you're worried about your goddamn football team being, set up by the college. Who cares?
Right.
Dude, I agree with your catch right there. People got victimized, but let's make sure the football team is okay. Fuck football, dude. I read a few football go completely under, then this shit keep happening. Straight up.
The last thing, and I got another story I got to do real quick though, Bunny. But the problem is that they already suspended the school, Penn State, for the whole entire I think it's a couple of years. So they went dark, basically. The school cannot play any kind of games. They can't get into the bowls. They can't do anything.
Right.
So what's going to happen is either one or two things. This school is either going to go under because of the financial strain it's going to take, because they get a lot of money from those football games. And without the football games, this school is going to go under. So I'm thinking that's what's going to happen with this school. The school is going to go under, or it's going to be a really financial strain on them, where it's going to be really hard to recover when they do come back to play football.
I mean, the school, they're going to be fine. Go ahead, dude.
Keep also one thing in mind. Pensions are federally protected, okay? A lot of guys don't know that. They are. And Sandusky technically is entitled to one. He'll try to salvage it for his family and his kids. I guarantee when this book comes out, what he's doing is he is going to implicate people in Penn State.
Right.
People who were in charge, people on the boards. They knew what he was doing, and what he's trying to get is assurances from the government that he's going to at least be able to act as part of his pension. When those deals go through, and then the prosecutors agree, okay, you'll get your 30% or your 40%, he won't take your house or whatever he wants, all of a sudden you'll start seeing these little bastards going to jail. Wait about 6 months if it takes that long. That's what they're all sweating right now. They don't care about the football team anymore. Penn State's like, okay, how do I not go to jail?
Right.
That's what they're doing now.
I have to agree with
you. I guarantee that's what's being talked about behind doors right now.
I have to agree with you 100%, though. And Bunny, I do appreciate you calling in, dude, and giving me your opinion and everything. I got one more story before we get out of here. Is that everything you wanted to talk about, or no?
Oh, the last thing I want to talk about was I just saw a commercial. By the way, I'm not voting for Romney. This is a side note.
Okay.
They claim he made $20 million. They claim he made $20 million last year. Okay, which is fine. He only paid 14% of that in taxes.
Right.
Do you know that's $2.8 million?
Yeah.
That's more than I made last year.
Yeah. True. Okay.
So I'm not sure how that's a bad thing. Just my 2 cents.
All right. Thank you, Bunny, for calling in, bud.
Later.
Later.
Even if Joe Pa did or didn't ever touch any kid, his hands will. I mean, he's dead now.
Right.
But his hands were never clean. I mean,
No.
they just weren't, and that had to eat him up from the inside, and that had to affect his ability to keep his head above water in his twilight years,
right?
In his twilight hours, thinking about this and how, holy shit, the flashlight did get shown on that pile of shit in the corner of the room,
right?
I might have pointed it out for a second. What? Because you said something stinks in here. Oh, okay. I just will go about our day here.
The flies are buzzing around it.
Yeah, I mean, like if he just would have taken the flashlight and put it on there, he could have walked away with a bit of his dignity still intact and a little bit of the school's integrity and dignity still intact. But the fact that he let it go didn't. I mean, like, dude, if kid rape's going on, you're not gonna like just mention to a cop in passing, "Hey, something's fishy," and then just like keep walking.
Right.
You're gonna make sure you get a hold of the proper authorities and that that shit gets handled, because that just can't happen.
Hey, some dude just raped that chick. I don't know who the dude was.
They're getting fined. The federal government's fining him, what, $60 million? Or the NCAA. The NCAA is fining him $60 million.
Yeah, and that's like probably what they make in a year.
Yeah, people will put.
Right.
I mean, there's an obvious price for child rape, because how much did the Catholic Church get fined?
Millions.
Yeah,
millions.
So people can put up. I mean, there's a price. There's
Right.
a price on kid rape. It can be bought.
Well, here I'll put. This is the last story I want to do. I already know at the top of my head. You don't have to look for it. But here's the thing. Putting a price on something. Anybody? I think everybody here has went to a funeral, right? And passings and stuff like that. Well, anybody's mother still alive or dead here?
Alive. My mom's still alive.
Your mom's still alive?
Yep.
Okay. Let's just. I'm not saying this. This what I don't want this to happen. But let's say hypothetically your mom passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
It's gonna happen eventually.
All right. And what happens is you go to the funeral home, you buy the casket, you get this nice funeral and everything, and everybody comes and they think it's lovely. And now the funeral that's directing everything is carrying your mother down the steps and drops her. Drops her. Drops her, and the coffin breaks. She rolls out of the coffin, and she tumbles down the stairs. How would that make you feel?
I mean, you're you're first of all, you're fucked for life. You're scarred beyond repair.
Right.
And second of all, you will never be able to go to another funeral ever. I mean, like, you just couldn't. There's no way you could ever go to another funeral.
They better be giving me my deposit back.
At least.
All right.
I want some of that free coffee and cookies and Danish from the basement cafeteria they have at the funeral.
Well, I got another thing about a funeral home too. But how about $80,000? Will that suffice?
80 grand?
$80,000 for dropping your mom down the steps.
I don't know.
$80,000.
I mean, without being, I don't know.
Well, that's what this couple got. That's what this family got from this funeral home. $80,000.
Well, I would want that,
and that's pretty good chunk of dough.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, let's let's round it off to 100. Let's just say, give us 100 grand, and I want free funerals for like me or anyone else in my family, immediate family, or really, really close friends. Their funeral is on the house.
The coffin got replaced. The funeral cost got.
They didn't just duct tape it together.
No, they replaced everything that had
Did that really happen?
Yeah, the story's in the packet right here.
I mean, coffins are pretty. They're pretty.
This one had a little glitch in it.
Yeah, this one fell apart, dude.
Well, who was carrying it? Because
the pallbearers.
But I've been a pallbearer at several funerals, and everybody that was carrying the coffins that I partook in were either close friends or family.
Well, evidently she didn't have close friends or family or whatever.
So they just got some people from the funeral home to do it.
Yeah.
Was it icy outside?
No, it was. No, it was. I think
was
it was back in
someone
October.
throwing banana peels under their feet?
I don't know, but the problem is that they slipped and she tumbled out and rolled down the steps and coffin broke and $80,000. That's what they got for the. For their troubles.
It says some family members were upset the case did not go to trial, which means they wanted more money.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it?
I guess something like that you would probably want to resolve as quickly as possible so you could go on and get closure.
My morbid ass. All right.
80,000. Whatever.
And you know how freaky that is because like the bodies, they don't and I learned this from like a zombie movie. They don't. The clothes are not closed in the back.
Yeah.
Okay, so they cut. It's like a huge. It's like when Leslie Nielsen pulled the suit off and Naked
she
Gun.
rolls down and you see her boobs and her. Oh no, I'd be scarred for life.
Like
dude.
the whole it's all taxidermied and whatever they do, they put the fucking embalming fluid in, so it's gonna be like all stiff and rigor mortis is all set in.
They fill them up with the butane, the propane,
whatever the fuck.
Right, exactly.
No, that would have been fucking awful. I mean, funerals are morbid and weird as they are.
My family's morbid.
Yeah.
Okay, and they're goofy as hell as it is. Me myself, if that was my mother, I'd probably be laughing. Yeah. My father would be laughing. My brother would be laughing.
Everybody would be getting cell phones out, snapping pictures right now.
It would be on Facebook the next hour.
Yeah.
And my mother would laugh about it too if it was my father.
She took a terrible tumble.
Right. And that's just the way my family is. I mean, look.
I guess it's circumstantial depending on the people.
Right, exactly. And then, I was reading some of the comments on this whole story and stuff, and they're saying, people are crazy. They're insensitive to the family. I'm like, well, maybe the family has a sense of humor, or maybe the family doesn't have a sense of humor. Does it? I mean, come on. I mean, maybe people understand. Maybe people understand. Well,
or they're just cool with the fact that it was an accident. It's
right. Exactly. Right. Exactly.
It's not like they were set up on some candid camera scenario.
Yeah. Could you imagine?
You've been junked.
Right. You've been junked. That'd be awesome.
The Tosh.0 version of Pumped.
Dude, I'm waiting for that to hit Tosh.
I'm
sure there's a cell phone video.
Saw some good stuff today. That was pretty.
Yeah, we watched a couple episodes earlier.
Dude, I'm waiting for the YouTube video to hit.
That dude, everything gets filmed and
everything
everybody
does.
catches.
There's got to be someone from the deli from across the street with a cell phone just watching this bitch tumble down the steps. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
when I picture it, it's awful. I mean,
it's awful, right? But it's also funny when you think about it too.
I highly doubt anybody that's involved with this in any way, shape, or form is listening. But if you are, I'm sorry for laughing at your, the dead mom carcass tumbling down the steps. But I'm picturing it very funny in my head. It's like a dummy, out of a bad movie.
Well, that's happened in some bad movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, what are you gonna do?
Exactly. Build a more sturdy casket, or
Well,
have some strapping.
At that point, it's just a body. You're not like
Right.
hurting anybody.
No,
it's just
she's dead already.
It's a dead vessel.
But they take such time and care to make it look so pristine and lifelike.
Fucking redo her makeup and throw it back in the box.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So weird.
Give me a minute. She got to put her makeup back on.
I would take the $80,000.
Yeah.
And the deposit back.
Well, they paid for the funeral, so
That's what I mean.
Yeah. So yeah, I could see that though, but I think $80,000's a little bit kind of
lowball a little bit. I mean, for something crazy like that.
I think it's kind of low.
Well, we don't have anything to base it off of because I've never
Right.
even heard of any fucking shit like this before ever.
Right. It's the first time I heard.
100 would have been great. That would have been a little
100 rolls off the tongue a little bit better.
Right.
Rolls down the steps a little
a
bit
million
easier, too.
that's kind of maybe too much.
No, that's too much, yeah.
$500,000's too much.
But most insurance, most companies or most businesses got to have close to $1 million worth of insurance. I mean, for this internet radio station alone, I have to have $1 million insurance.
Wow.
Because if Dave falls down in my studio, I have to be able to cover that.
Dave, shove me into the corner of this
No,
table.
you
really
do
hard.
that, I kill you, and then no one claims anything.
And then my body's going to get dropped out of a casket.
Exactly. Dave and the rest of Kriadiaz will carry you down.
Kriadiaz. One of the dudes with the most access to the band and interviews and all that is mispronouncing the name. Say it with me now.
Kriadiaz. I know how to say it. I just said it anyways.
Bodegas.
We don't say it right either.
Yeah, whatever. I hear so many different variations.
It's just
of it.
rock and roll. Who gives a shit?
Right, exactly. All right, we're going to get the hell up out of here. We'll talk to you again next week. Next week on the show, we got comedian Josh Walmack. He's going to be on the show next week, and we're going to talk to him for a little bit, find out what's going on. And then the week after that, then we're going to have some guest in. I don't know who it is. But then the week after that is the Uncensored Net Noise Birthday Bash, which is September 7th over at the Foundry. Tickets are $5. Doors open up at 8. Show starts at 9. On the bill is Kriadiaz.
Yes.
Morality Check, and Demons Within. And comedian Josh Walmack will MC the whole show that night. And everything is sponsored by Redux Beverage, Cocaine Energy Drink. Check them out online at drinkcocaine.com. Go to our website, uncensorednetnoise.com. If you missed any part of the show or any shows in the past that we've done in the few, check them all out. They're all available on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, all over the place. You can just do a search for Uncensored Net Noise and you'll find us. We're going to get the hell up out of here. We'll talk to you again next week. Dave and the rest of you guys, I appreciate you guys coming in tonight.
Awesome, thanks.
Thank you, brother.
It was great.
Thanks for checking the video.
Always cool.
Yeah. And we'll see you guys next week. Peace. We're out.
Okay. Wait. I love you. Okay. Bye. I'm not even going to say anything. It's so embarrassing.
What the fuck is going on? The crew at Uncensored Net Noise would like to thank the sponsors that make our weekly show possible. Cocaine Energy Supplement, Lifestyle Limousine, Intense Frequency Production, Guitar Center, North Olmsted, Ohio, Joe the Printer Guy, Broken Fan Media, and Pete99.com. Web hosting done right. Did you miss any of the show?
What the hell happened to you guys?
Actually, we were hoping you could tell us.
Then check out our website at morningshowcentral.com and visit the archives for this and other past shows. Also, check out the games, photo galleries, chat rooms, and more.
We're supposed to be fighting for truth, justice, and the American way here.
The views and opinions expressed on this show are not controlled by the FCC, our wives, girlfriends, gay lovers, or favorite barnyard animals. And if you have any complaints, call someone who cares. Be sure to tune in next week for another sick and twisted edition of Uncensored Net Noise.
Ah, conspiracy theories and masturbation. I suspected there was a connection.
If you have any questions, comments, bitches, complaints, or great stories about barnyard fetishes, shoot us an email at show@morningshowcentral.com. And be sure to check out the live show next Friday night, beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on morningshowcentral.com.
Must be great to be able to make a living doing something you love.
From Chris and the rest of the gang here at Uncensored Net Noise, have a great weekend, and we'll catch you next week.